Yeah, you can jack me in a couple of good plays now.
Oh, good.
First UFO recoveries were in the late 30s. We made a couple in the beginning of the 40s, and then came Roswell, which the public found out about. We got 2 live aliens from Roswell. One died shortly thereafter, one lived until 1956, and we found out that so far there are 18 different alien species that we know about monitoring Earth. Some are good, some are hostile, most are indifferent. We found out the aliens refer to us as containers. There has been speculation that the souls our bodies contains is the reason for the experiment, but nothing has been proven or determined.
So it would not be a human piloted craft. At the top of the mast, there were it seemed like 3 umbilicals that were there. So that was probably providing electricity, electrical guidance information. It could be having internal monitoring for how well is the mechanism for flight working inside the vehicle.
Right.
So a vehicle that was non-human intelligence that had flown through space, I've never seen a picture of one carrying umbilicals from their home planet.
I don't think so. I think that's a human trait.
So all of that spoke to me that, okay, we are trying to reproduce this vehicle from wherever we got it. But I want to bring up something that most people don't think about. Reproducing something is very difficult to do. Let's go back, just over 100 years. If we took one of the F-22 advanced fighters that we have now and transported it to 1914, and we gave it to the best aeronautical engineers in our country and said, reproduce it.
They couldn't.
They couldn't do it. They wouldn't know what the surface was made of. They wouldn't know what the
alloys
materials, the alloys were. They wouldn't even comprehend what the computer systems were.
Or integrated chips. This would be all. It would look like pure science and fucking magic.
Right. And if you can't make a transistor chip, you can't make an F-22.
Right.
But the thing is, there's lots of stuff in an F-22 that even though they were smart and brilliant people, there was no way to match what the industry that produced the F-22, less than 100 years later, could have done. And so this would have seemed like a spacecraft from Venus or something.
The F-22 would be a UFO.
Yeah, it would be a UFO. They would have no means of. In fact, in my lecture to the Navy PDS, I did that. I showed a Sopwith Camel, and I said, "Okay, it's 1918, and you are this pilot. Now then, you take off. All of a sudden, here comes an F-16 flying by you, and you say, "Oh my goodness, what was that?" So you keep flying, and 15 minutes later, all of a sudden, you see a B-2 bomber fly by you. It doesn't even have a tail.
Right.
There's no propellers on any of these things.
It looks completely different.
Yeah. And so he's shocked. He turns around and heads back for base. And just about that time, an SR-71 zips past him at 1,400 miles an hour.
Faster than sound.
Now then, he hears a sonic boom. He has no idea what it is because there's never been a sonic boom. Now then, he lands. He's going to have to tell his commander and intelligence officer, well, there was this one aircraft that was small. It had this little dome on the front, and I think there was someone inside it. But it made this big noise, and I could not tell where on earth the propellers were. and so he's trying to describe the F-16. So he spends 30 minutes trying to explain that he saw an F-16.
But he knows what he saw.
He knows what he saw.
He knows it's real.
But he can't prove it because he didn't have a camera.
And all the authorities are saying, this guy's lost his mind.
Denmark, where we've seen fresh attacks overnight in several areas, notably at the Skrup Air Base and the Jutland Dragoon Regiment, and also, more importantly, this hasn't been confirmed by the Danish authorities, but by local media, that there was a sighting of drones at the Karup Air Base, which is situated in the center of the country. This is the main air base in Denmark, the biggest military air base, and that's why the authorities are being a bit tight-lipped about it. But the reports from local authorities say that there were drones both inside and outside of that air base. There is a fear that if something's isn't done quickly, then this could all spiral out of control.
Còn mấy này mấy Greit, da gjør det.
Major Kehoe, I understand you have 3 new reports on file, which in your opinion, you have them currently on file, and they're new reports. And these, in your opinion, would convince every person in this country that flying saucers are a fact. Is that correct?
They should convince a lot of people because of the names involved.
Tell us about it.
I told your interviewer in Washington that I couldn't mention the names because they were too high. One of them is a top scientist in this country whose name would be known to everybody.
Well, why wouldn't he want his...
Because he's afraid of the official ridicule.
He's afraid of official ridicule?
That's right.
More afraid of official ridicule than of possibly alerting the country to a serious national danger?
You'd be surprised how many people give us reports and they say, please keep my name confidential. Well, I'll give you one report which came to us. The name has to be left out. In 1951, a UFO circled the fleet in Korean waters. It circled it at high speed, and they launched several planes to try to get a close in on it. They got a radar lock on. That is, the radar was guiding the planes toward the object.
Mm-hmm.
This was picked up by radars on 14 naval vessels. This object circled about, for a half an hour more, and then it took off at a speed way over in excess of 1,000 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
This report was certified, and 9 members of our Board of Governors saw it, signed it, and agreed that they had seen it, and agreed to the contents.
Yeah.
There is another report that just came in from 4 top missile designers or engineers at one of the big plants in this country. They saw an elliptically shaped object and 2 small round disc-shaped objects flying with it over California, November 11th, 1957, at a speed of at least 5,000 miles an hour. These men are well qualified to know what they see, with broad daylight, not a cloud in the sky. There have been cases even where the Air Force has shot at these things. Now, if there's nothing there and they don't exist, why do they shoot at them? You mentioned Mr. Horner. The day after Mr. Horner said that the Air Force was not concealing anything, Captain Gregory Oldenburg, a public information officer at Langley Field, refused to let an ad be inserted in the Langley Base Flyer, their newspaper, which asked that anybody interested in UFOs please communicate and form a little group. He said, I must refuse to do this because the dissemination of information on UFOs is contrary to Air Force policy and Air Force Regulation 200-2. And I have a copy of it here in case you want to see it.
Well,
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, I'm sorry, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now aren't.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
That was it. That's where it cut off. Wow.
Jesse. Jesse. Come here. It completely changed shape and color, and it stayed that way. It's a little square with a red dot in the middle now. Do you see that? Jesse, it was a round, star-looking ball of light, and now it's a completely different object. That doesn't intrigue you?
But I can't, you know, the colors and stuff.
You can't see red and yellow? You can't see red and yellow?
I can, but
Did you just see what just flew by us? Holy fuck. Did you see that, Jesse? Jesse.
No, I did not.
Oh my fucking god.
Like I said, it looks like a square.
You didn't.
Get mad at me because I can't fucking see it, man.
No, that's not what I'm getting mad at. And now look, now it's back to. No, oh. But look at the shape it does. And now it's moving to the right, all the way to the right. This is probably some of the best footage I've ever gotten. Holy fuck. Dude, what are you? What are you? Can you turn into a triangle? Would you do that for me? Can you turn blue? Jesse, that looks like a fucking portal. Yes. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Holy god. Watch, something's gonna come through that fucker. And it just turned back into a little. Oh, it was a little dot, and now it's back to the square. Oh, and it's just going up, and spinning. Wow! Holy fuck balls! That thing. Whoa! Did you see that, Jesse? Did you see what it just did?
To me, it just looks like it's still a square.
But did you not see it morph into a little ball, turn into a star, and then back to the square? Nope, ball. There it is. Look. Now square.
Why would it be doing that?
I don't know. Don't leave me though, please. Please. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. What?
My news?
Well, that's too bad.
Really confused.
This is way more important than Schnott right now. Way more important than Snot, baby. What's that? Oh, it just took off. Oh. It's trying to lose me is what it's doing. There it goes. Oh!
Kære alle, Danmark har i de seneste dage været udsat for hybride angreb. Droner er set flere steder ved kritisk infrastruktur, militært og civilt. Det er angreb, som vi må forvente, der kan komme flere af. Og det er angreb, som har vist sårbarheder. Og det er angreb, der har til formål at skabe utryghed og splittelse. Det er angreb, der skal ryste os som mennesker og som samfund. Jeg forstår godt, at situationen rejser mange spørgsmål. Hvorfor er dronerne ikke blevet skudt ned, og hvorfor blev de ikke opdaget tidligere? Og der kommer et tidspunkt, hvor vi må kigge tilbage i de seneste dages hændelser og lære af dem. Men her og nu har vi som regering og myndigheder en altoverskyggende opgave, og det er at passe på Danmark. Og gøre os i stand til bedre at imødegå de hybride angreb så hurtigt som muligt. Og hvor er vi nu? For det første så har myndighederne hævet beredskabet, og de forbereder sig på forskellige scenarier. Det betyder blandt andet, at både forsvaret og politiet vil være mere til stede med antidronekapaciteter omkring kritisk infrastruktur i den kommende tid. Samtidig er myndighederne i tæt kontakt med vores allierede med henblik på hurtigt at styrke vores egne danske kapaciteter til at kunne opdage og til at kunne nedkæmpe droner. For det andet så har myndighederne mandat til, at fjendtlige droner kan tages ned. Men det er selvfølgelig de ansvarlige myndigheder, der skal foretage den operative vurdering i den konkrete situation, herunder af de konkrete sikkerhedsrisici. Og for det tredje så har jeg over de seneste dage været i kontakt med en række af mine europæiske kolleger. Jeg har talt med den tyske kansler, den britiske premierminister, statsministerne i vores nabolande, Sverige og Norge, og med den finske præsident. Ligesom jeg har været i tæt dialog med NATO's generalsekretær, og vi er nu fra dansk side i tæt dialog med NATO-allierede om, hvordan de i den aktuelle situation kan bistå Danmark, så vi kan beskytte og forsvare vores luftrum. De hybride angreb har ikke kun ramt Danmark. Der har for nyligt også været hændelser i både Polen, Estland og Rumænien. Hybridkrig er ikke en krig i sådan traditionel forstand. Hybride angreb skal forvirre os. De skal gøre os usikre. Og det er fra en fej fjende, som ikke tør give sig til kende. Den ene gang, der kan det være droner. En anden gang kan det være cyberangreb. Det kan være det, vi kalder disinformation. Det kan være påvirkning af valghandlinger, konspirationsteorier, man læser på nettet. Men uanset hvilken metode vi kommer til at se, så er formålet det samme. Man ønsker at destabilisere vores samfund, og man ønsker, at vi ikke længere skal have tillid til vores myndigheder. Og alt sammen så understreger de, at sikkerhedstruslen mod Europa er alvorlig, og den er reel. Det er derfor, vi igennem de seneste år har været i gang med en massiv oprustning af vores eget danske forsvar. Det er i øvrigt også derfor, vi bliver ved med at støtte Ukraine, som jeg tror kan hjælpe os i den her situation. Fordi hvis der er nogen, der har forstand på at bekæmpe droner, så er det vores venner i Ukraine, og derfor er vi selvfølgelig også nu i dialog med dem. Jeg er også nødt til at sige, at det tager tid at genoprette dansk forsvar. Det beder jeg ikke om tålmodighed med, fordi den har jeg i virkeligheden ikke selv. Men vi har travlt. Og jeg beder om forståelse for, at selvom vi har det, så kan det trods alt ikke lade sig gøre, hverken fra den ene dag til den anden, eller fra det ene år til det andet. Og jeg er også nødt til at sige, og det her er særligt til nogle af partierne i Folketinget, at målet med hybride angreb, det er ikke kun at teste vores myndigheder eller vores beredskab. Det er som sagt også at se, hvordan reagerer vi som samfund, og hvordan reagerer vi politisk. Vi skal være på vagt, og hvis der er noget, der ikke fungerer, så skal det selvfølgelig rettes op. Det er vi i gang med, men vi skal altså også bevare roen. Tiden er ikke til hurtige meldinger, eller politisk overbud, eller mistillidserklæringer til myndigheder eller til politiet. Fordi der er ikke nogen ansvarlige politikere, der vil kunne garantere den danske befolkning, at vi helt kan undgå hybride angreb. Det kan man i øvrigt ikke i noget land. Og det er nok snarere lige præcis omvendt, faktisk. At vi kommer til at se mere sabotage, flere hackerangreb, endnu flere droner, søkabler, der ødelægges, direkte angreb ind i europæiske demokratier, som vi aktuelt ser det i det lille land Moldova. At Danmark og Europa er under mere voldsomme og hyppige hybride angreb, det betragter jeg som en ny virkelighed. I næste uge der mødes alle Europas stats- og regeringschefer her i København. Vi skal diskutere europæisk forsvar og sikkerhed, herunder etablering af en egentlig dronemur. Med andre ord, Europa skal ruste sig, og vi skal opruste. Og vi skal aldrig lade os true, for sådan kan vi ikke være danskere, og sådan kan vi heller ikke være europæere. I de her timer og dage, der er vi meget vel i det, man kan kalde sådan den indledende fase i den umiddelbare krisehåndtering. Det har vi prøvet før i andre situationer. Og jeg har også sagt det, jeg siger nu før, at i enhver håndtering af en svær krise, der er der en risiko for, at man kommer til at begå fejl. Og det er ikke altid, at vi hurtigt kan give gode svar på de spørgsmål, der løbende vil opstå. Men som regering, der vil vi altså bestræbe os på at fortælle offentligheden det, vi kan. Det samme vil myndighederne. Selvfølgelig med en omtanke. Nemlig, at dem, der vil os det ondt, de lytter med på alle diskussioner, vi har med hinanden. Og selvom myndighederne ikke kan konkludere, hvem der står bag de hybride angreb mod vores lufthavne og anden kritisk infrastruktur, så kan vi i hvert fald konstatere, at der primært er ét land, der udgør en trussel for Europas sikkerhed, og det er Rusland. Og derfor til sidst en vigtig pointe. Der er ikke noget europæisk land, der kan forsvare sig alene mod Rusland. Det kan ikke engang Ukraine, som ellers tappert har kæmpet i mere end 3 år nu. Og det er jo derfor, vi har vores NATO-alliance. Det er derfor, vi er i gang med at udbygge den europæiske forsvarsindustri. Og det er derfor, vi er i gang med en historisk oprustning her i Danmark. Og de seneste dages begivenheder understreger kun, hvor vigtigt det er, at vi handler, men at vi gør det sammen med andre i Europa og i NATO. Tak fordi du lyttede med.
Where I go, 10 times a day, I find myself asking myself this question. I find myself going like, hey man, is anybody else seeing this shit right now? Have I stepped into a parallel fucking universe or something? Asking myself this question. I find myself going like, hey man, is anybody else seeing this shit right now? Have I stepped into a parallel fucking universe or something?